Hi there, I'm up. Well, hi everybody. I'm absolutely shattered, and I'm here at just charging the car up at the moment, and I only got at 10% on this on the charge car, so I was really worried. And yeah, this is the charging, and apparently I'll give you a tip. Right, if you're charging your car, make sure you don't charge it on your bank card, because they would charge you quite a bit of money. But just give you a tip of this as well. Make sure you get like a post office card, and you can put euros on it, and you won't get charged for it. It's just the money that you're putting on. So this is a really good card. But if you for bank card, they would charge you. So I thought, there, can you see it? that's the tip I'm giving you. So yeah, so it's a lot easier. So I got a restaurant over there, so I'm going to go to the restaurant, and I shall see you later. So wish me luck. I don't know where we are at the moment, but I will try to find out where we are at the moment, because I just wanted to charge the car. Bye.
Okay, let's freeze the tape there. This is where our nightmare began. We was 5 hours trying to charge the car. It would take our money, but would not charge. We was down to 15%. Deb wants me to explain about our experiences trying to get to Switzerland, but not only that, but after having an electric car for over a year. Tips for people that are thinking of buying one, but also our experiences in driving in Europe and in general just having one. Back to the nightmare. We managed to find a charger that just left us a little bit of electric left, and we managed to charge it. Little did I know that this was probably one of the only superchargers I was actually going to find. We got halfway to Switzerland, just past Le Mans, when I found the chargers were either locked, you needed a QR code, and none of the bank cards would work. Later I explain why you need bank cards, why you need loads of apps, everything about electric cars. But at the time, we couldn't go anywhere because we were parked with 9% and it was locked. And you have to have in France a specific card to unlock it and then charge it with that card. Like in the ideal world, I'd say in about 5 to 10 years, all electric cars will be like when you go to IKEA. You go there, you tap your bank card, it takes your money when it's charged your car. Simple. You don't need 6 or 7 different apps on your phone. Anyway, after driving around till it was nighttime, we could not find any chargers that wouldn't unlock. They were either not working, or they just, you need a specific card. I tried all my bank cards, because some of them in France you can download an app and then use the app to charge it. That's how I managed to get the first charge. And I thought, wow, this is going to be easy. But no, it wasn't. And in the end, we ended up sleeping the night in the car with 9% left on the battery and no charges in sight. If it was not for the kindness of this lovely Frenchman, we would have had to we wouldn't know what we would have done. He saw us sleeping in the car. He came out at around 8 in the morning and he unlocked the charger that we couldn't unlock, and he used his card to charge our car for us. And yeah, we will be forever in his debt. We bought him a bottle of champagne to say thank you, but he was what we found every French person to be. Absolutely bloody amazing people. While the car was charging, we had a long time to think about what we was going to do with our holiday, because the charging system in France is totally different to the one in England. You have ChargeMap, which you can use, but I think because we chose to do a non-toll road route, i.e., avoid all tolls, we paid the price. And most of after talking to the French chap, he said a lot of chargers are just trickle chargers, which basically takes all day to charge. And most of the superchargers you'll find on the motorways, i.e., if you chose the toll route. So, and then we thought to ourselves, hold on a minute, if this is bad here, what's Italy like? What's Switzerland like? In an ideal world, as I said before, you can just tap your bank card, it'll take your money, you won't need loads of different apps, and then you can just charge your car. I'd say we're about 10 years away from that. But we thought, the only thing we can do is we went to a campsite to sort of, think about things. And we thought, I can't get stressed worrying about this charger and that charger. We'll just go to a couple of campsites. And the bonus there is the campsites are free. You pay for the electric, so you can go 60 miles each day and then charge your car. We did the same thing in Dorset. We went there and we was going 60 miles, coming back, charging the car for free. Sooner or later, they're going to wise up and they'll say, you're going to have to pay for your car. But at the moment, if you're camping and you've got an electric card, it's a win-win. Okay, Deb wanted me to give you some quick tips about the pros and cons of an electric car after having one for over a year. Should you buy an electric car in the UK? Hell yeah, you should. You still save a lot of money. The pros are it's a lot cheaper, and that's that. The cons are sometimes you'll be waiting to get a charge because there's not that many chargers. You'll need to plan your routes. Where you live, if you're buying a car, check the area for chargers. Get a comfort zone where you know where they all are in the area that you work and everything. We found that once we know where we live, we're lucky we've got a new Lidl's that's got a supercharger. And let me explain. If you see 3 chargers, one's a supercharger, one's not so fast charger, and another one's a trickle charger. Trickle charger is i.e. if you plugged it in at home, it'd take all night to charge from 0 straight up to 100%. The old electric cars would only go not that far. This one goes 300 miles, and the new Teslas you can get 600 miles. So they are very, very improved. On the experiences of traveling to Switzerland, we found that you had to plan, and we didn't. We thought that it was just a case of just using. We tried 4 bank cards. We did the QR codes. We had a lot of trouble, basically, a lot of hassle. So in the end, we decided just to go campsite to campsite and stay on the campsites and have less stress. But in England, we was actually going to buy an electric camper van, and we've decided not to now because I think there's still about 5 more years before the ideal world. You won't need loads of apps. Getting on to apps, the best must-have app is ZapMap. I'll leave things at the end. It is brilliant. It will show you all the chargers in your area, and then you can see where they are. The French had a version which I used, but I had a lot of trouble with that. It's just my experience. If a lot of French people or even people traveling Europe probably have done a lot better job than I did. But yeah. And also I would say that the cheapest is Tesla for what you get for your money, and the second cheapest is Podpoint, and you find quite a lot of them. They are very cheap. And also if you go to supermarkets, you can get a lot of free charges, so while you're shopping, you can just plug it in and let it charge for free. Another bonus about having an electric car. If you are thinking about which one to get, I would go with a Nissan Leaf. It's been going longest, and it's just an all-rounder, and it's a good little car. We love our MG. We think it's absolutely amazing. But I was going to get an electric camper van to travel around Europe. But I'm thinking if you've got like 5 or 6 apps in this country, and we found you need 5 or 6 apps in France, Quest, etc., and then if you go to Italy, you need apps, and if you go and so on and so on, why can't it be simple? Why do you need apps? Why can't you just be like IKEA? If you go to an IKEA store and charge your car there, you tap your bank card and bang, Bob's your uncle, and you're off. And all it does is it takes what you used out of the bank. You know, I hope these have helped. Just remember, these are our experiences, and Deb's wanted to me to explain, and I hope I haven't done a brilliant job, but it's just my experience on it. So stay safe, everybody.